week of where he has persevered in his life, which happened to be this past semester. He was working on his senior design capstone project. They thought it was going to be a breeze, ended up being a lot more complicated than they thought it would be. But they persevered, they got through it, and they made it to Imagine RT where they presented it this past weekend. He said, throughout the semester, this quote from Louis Zamperini was going through his head. "A moment of pain is worth a lifetime of glory." Help me and welcome Victor for his speech to Tesla.
Tesla's mission statement is to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. They manufacture electric vehicles and other energy products. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests, I am a Tesla fanboy. I don't listen to just one podcast. I don't listen to just two podcasts. I listen to 5 week-to-week podcasts. Now why? Why am I so passionate about this company? What makes this company so unique? There's many different reasons, but tonight I'm going to talk about 3. The customer experience, the Tesla community, and the product itself. The process of buying a Tesla and of maintaining it is very different than any other car. I would even say that Tesla has reinvented the car experience. When you buy a regular car, you go to a dealership, you talk with a salesman who tries to sell you the car. $100,000 for this car? $100,000? No? Fine, $90,000. $90,000 for this car. Come on, it's a great deal. Tesla's different. They don't have dealerships. They sell directly to the customer, and they sell at a fixed price. The salesmen that are there just to answer your questions, and they do not get paid any commission. Now, what about the car service? What about the maintenance? Let's say that you have a regular car and you have to take it in for maintenance. Let's say that they charge you $1,000 for it. How do you know that that $1,000 is going into your car and not into their wallet, for their profit? Well, actually, the dealerships, they actually make more money they make more profit from the service than they do from actually selling the car to you. Tesla is different. They have stated numerous times that they will not make a profit from their service centers. Their goal is to just break even. My next favorite thing about Tesla is the Tesla community. This past weekend, I got to attend the Rochester Electric Vehicle Accelerator, and I volunteered for this event. It's a non-profit organization that spreads more information about electric vehicles. Now, at this event, we had a lot of electric vehicle owners that came to us with their cars, that tried to show off their cars to the public. And I saw a new Model 3, a shiny, new, red Model 3, like this one. This is Tesla's more affordable car. They have currently 500,000 pre-orders for this car. It is a hot item. A hot item. Now, I saw the driver exit out of his vehicle, and he started letting people touch his car, started letting people go into his car and play around with his touchscreen. I started talking with the driver. He told me that he had had that car for 2 weeks. He had spent $60,000 because he got a lot of upgrades into the car. And he had been on the reservation list for 2 years. Now, after about 5 minutes of talking with him, he asked me a question. Would I like to drive his car? I thought to myself, are you serious? You could have let an irresponsible college student drive your new car. You've only known me for 5 minutes. I said, yes, of course, I would love to. Now, this experience is not unique. I have researched numerous stories and heard of numerous stories where Tesla owners love to share their passion for their car by showing people the car, letting them sit inside it, and even taking them for test drives. Now, the most important aspect of Tesla is their product. What makes this product so incredible? Now, going back to this story about how this gentleman was going to let me test drive his car? I quickly said, yes, I would love to test drive it. I opened the door, and I slowly slipped inside the car, and it was like a spaceship. Very simple interior, but beautiful. I slowly started to back out of the driveway. And then I hear a thump. Shoot, what was that? I hit somebody. Shoot, I just hit somebody with his car. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. The car has sensors in the front and sensors in the rear. They'll even tell you the distance that those obstacles are away from you. It's a very smart car. I got on the highway, and this gentleman told me, now hit the pedal. Let's see what this car can do. I hit the pedal, and as fast as it could, it went. It was like a roller coaster. A smile started getting on my face, and then it turned into a big grin from all that excitement. Next up was another new feature about Tesla. Now some of you might remember Jose's speech last semester about his driver's license test. In that speech, he talked about his advanced driver skills. He talked about having 2 hands on the wheel. He talked about how most people have 2 hands on the wheel, but he has a unique feature, having just 1 hand on the wheel. Well, in this driver's license test, I didn't have just 1 hand, I had no hands on the wheel. Now this is possible because Tesla has a feature called autopilot, where if you engage it, it allows the car to adjust the steering wheel as well as the acceleration. It's a driver assist feature though. So I enabled autopilot, I was able to let my hands off the wheel. And the car is very smart. It told me, put your hands back on the wheel because you have to have your hands and your eyes focused. Now some of you might think this is pretty crazy that the car was driving itself. The steering wheel and the acceleration were going. Tesla has released a statistic. If cars that are using this autopilot feature are 40% safer than cars that are not. So Tesla is the future. Tesla electric vehicles are the future. Gas-powered cars will become the past. Electric will persevere and will get past gas-powered cars. As Elon Musk once said, if you're going to pour the liquid remains of dinosaurs into your vehicle to move from one place to another while burning toxic fumes along the way, and oh, by the way, you better not leave your car in a closed room because you're going to die. You'd say, why are we doing that? Well, the solution is electric cars, and the leader is Tesla. Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Victor. About 1 more minute. Fresh feedback.